I don't know how to start this video off. It's time to end the debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. We are going to watch an argument between Nick Wright and Chris Broussard. Shout out LeBron and Michael Jordan. I think those who watch my reaction to LeBron versus Jordan debates, I actually reacted to 2 videos discussing both of these players. At the end of my second reaction, I said that Michael is the GOAT. If I had to pick one player to represent as the greatest of all time, it's Michael Jordan. And that's coming from a neutral standpoint, regardless of me being LeBron James fan. I'm a Michael Jordan fan as well. I'm a fan of his game. I'm a fan of his mentality. I'm a fan of how he handles himself off and on the court. I'm just more of a fan of Bron. I mess with who he is as a player. Now, do I like flopping? No, I don't. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, everything else I'm influenced by when it comes to LeBron. My unselfishness, influenced by LeBron. Me passing the rock, influenced by LeBron. Like, I'm in that lane. You feel me? You know, Magic, like the Magic Johnson, LeBron James, that's me. I just look at it for what it is. 6 rings. He has more rings than Bron. He has more MVPs than Bron. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm just stating what it is. We could do the whole ifs, ands, and buts.
If Michael Jordan ever retired the first time, then he would have had 8 rings instead of 6.
I don't even pay attention to that fact, because it's not a fact. It's a what if. I just pay attention to what's better than what. I'm not gonna be like, well, if LeBron had a great coach, it is what it is, bro. LeBron didn't go to college. That was his decision. Now, if I was biased toward LeBron, I could say all of that. But the fact is, that never happened. If I'm biased towards Jordan, I could say what coulda, woulda. It didn't happen. I just look at it for what it is, bro. This is what Jordan got. This is what LeBron got. For those who think otherwise, I have no issue at all. I respect it. Some people have Kobe as the GOAT. Some people have Larry Bird as the GOAT. Kareem, Wilt. I respect it because why? At the end of the day, bro, LeBron's the GOAT in the 2010s era, like 2010 to 2020. He's the GOAT. Kobe from 2000 to 2010. He's the GOAT. Michael, 90s to 2000s. Larry Bird, 80s to 90s, 70s to 80s, 60s to 70s. You get what I mean? That's the fairest way to do it. I just try my best to stay open-minded, stay neutral at everything. You know what I mean? That's the fairest way. I can't be biased towards whoever. I just look at it for what it is, man. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's get straight into it, man. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
And the eye test says it's LeBron. He's bigger, stronger, and faster in a tougher era. So I don't think this is going to end up a debate.
When I think of the word tougher, I think of the word physical. That's what I think of. So do I think LeBron's playing in a more physical era? No. The peak of physicality was like mid 80s to the early 90s. Like in that little, you know what I mean? In that little range. I think it was probably the peak of physicality. If we're going by physicality, then no, I can't agree on that, sir. However, I would just say this. I don't think an era being tougher than something like another era necessarily means it's better than that era. That's not me saying it is. I'm just saying just because something's tougher doesn't make it, oh yeah, automatically the best. It can't say that. Yeah, so.
And I think it's not coincidental that the people who are most adamant about it are people who grew up idolizing Michael Jordan.
Bigger, stronger, faster, all.
I mean, there are people who I could conversate with Michael Jordan fans who are like just as open-minded as I am and just state facts and state for what it is. You know what I mean? I could talk to them all day. But Nick saying that only the people who say Michael Jordan is the best are the people who like puts Michael Jordan on the highest pedestal you could put him on. You know what I mean? No, there are a lot of people who are as open-minded as me, you know what I mean, neutral, and just state the facts, you know? So, yeah.
This Tuesday morning, NBA champ Antoine Walker with us now. Nick, though, I want to start with you. Is it just a matter of time before LeBron is viewed as the GOAT over Michael Jordan?
Well, I think it will be, but I also think people have to be honest. And so I want to, Broussard and I got into this earlier in the show. And Broussard said a few interesting things. He said, Nick, you're dealing with feelings, not facts. And then he said something else interesting. Nick, you're dealing with hypotheticals. When it comes to Jordan, I don't have to deal with hypotheticals. The problem, Broussard, is you do, but because Jordan is a mythical creature in your mind, you just take the hypotheticals as a given. So, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
You call Jordan a mythical creature.
That Michael Jordan could have made a single NBA Finals, much less won a championship, if Phil Jackson never came into his life? In other words, do you know Michael Jordan could have overcome bad coaching? You don't.
I'm going to see where he's going to go with this because, again, I'm just saying, like, just look at it for what it is. I don't care about the whole if, what is, and all that type of stuff. I'm just looking at it for what it is. Here's what happened. Here's the boom, boom, boom. This is what it is, bro. Regardless of LeBron making his first finals at 22 and Michael Jordan making his first finals at 31. Listen, I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. The fact of the matter is, LeBron lost his first finals. Michael won his first finals. That's something you can't argue that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on. I'm not the guy to talk hypotheticals with, bro. You know what I mean?
You believe he could have, but it's a hypothetical.
We all like to imagine. It's all cool to imagine. It's all cool to really talk about it for fun. But let's not be like serious though. Like, you know what I mean? Let's relax.
Jordan, you allow
from both sides. From both sides.
Do you know
from LeBron's side?
That if Michael Jordan was stuck with a bad roster his whole career, he ever would have gotten out of round one, much less carried a team to the finals at age 23. You don't know that. It's a hypothetical because he never got out of round one until he had a Hall of Fame teammate. But you believe it. You just know it in your heart. So with Jordan, you allow hypotheticals. My favorite one from you is this. Oh, Jordan would have been a good three-point shooter if he wanted to be. As if he just wanted to miss those shots. As if we're just going to ignore the facts. Oh, Jordan would have been a good three-point shooter if he wanted to be. As if he just wanted to miss those shots. As if we're just going to ignore the fact that in his entire career, aside from the 2 years the line was moved in, he was a below average for the era three-point.
People are going to bring up LeBron's free throw shooting. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Point shooter, he's 28%.
And I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm gonna stay in facts. If Michael Jordan wasn't a great three-point shooter, then he wasn't a great three-point shooter. But if we're gonna do that, okay. If I say LeBron got 4 MVPs, but he should have won, if you do that, then someone's gonna say, oh, Jordan won 5 MVPs, but he should have won. It go both ways, bro. So if we go through the whole hypothetical thing, it's just gonna be a never-ending thing. That's why I say just look at it for what it is, man. That's all I gotta say right there. About that.
So I will ask you, if Phil Jackson never comes into his life, if Scottie Pippen never comes into his life, does he ever even make a finals or win a championship? And could Michael Jordan have been a good three-point shooter?
Like I said, bro. If we do the whole, okay, if a LeBron fan says if Michael didn't have Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen, then a Jordan fan can say if LeBron didn't have Kyrie, like it's going to go both ways, bro. It's going to go both ways, bro. I feel like every great legend is going to have great teammates. You know what I mean?
Michael Jordan created Scottie Pippen. Real talk. Okay. I mean, if Scottie Pippen had not played along...
I'm not sure if Scottie would like that, but...
alongside Michael Jordan, witness his work ethic in practice, learn how to win from Michael Jordan. You could see it if you were young, maybe in diapers when this was happening, but you could watch Scottie Pippen's growth. Scottie Pippen was to Michael Jordan what Chris Middleton is to Giannis. All right, that's except that Jordan was the go-to guy, not Middleton. All right, not as Middleton is for Milwaukee. That's it. And so nobody's gonna sit here and say, man, what would Giannis have done if he had never teamed up with Chris Middleton. That's the equivalent of what you're saying, Nick. And let me say this quickly, because I think you want to go back before I get to my main point. My childhood basketball idols were Dr. J.
Man, when these type of arguments, bro, you could see like vessels just, bro. Someone gonna lose. They're gonna pop a blood vessel, bro. It could get toxic sometimes, bro. Oh man, y'all remember like the amount of Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith arguments? Oh my gosh, man.
And Magic Johnson. All right, I wasn't.
Everyone.
Were Dr. J and Magic Johnson.
Respect.
All right, I wasn't some kid at 10 years old in 5th grade when Michael Jordan was doing his thing. Oh, look at the great Michael Jordan. I was an adult when Michael Jordan won his first championship.
Word.
So this is not about me just reminiscing about when I was in the 7th grade. All right? And I put Jordan ahead of both of my childhood idols. What I'll say is this, Nick, and I think you want to get back. The Cleveland Cavaliers had LeBron James for 11 healthy seasons. He delivered 1 championship. The Chicago Bulls had Michael Jordan for 11 healthy seasons. He delivered 6. 6! We've had 3 three-peats since Bill Russell walked away. Michael Jordan delivered 2 of them.
That's what happened.
And Michael Jordan has gotten to the point where he is, and yeah, mythical. He's mythical because what he did in reality was so great. And just like Babe Ruth and just like Muhammad Ali, and for someone to come along and surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT, as great and phenomenal as LeBron is, it is going to take even more than what LeBron has done for the society to say, you know what? He's past Jordan. We just had on Austin the Daytona 500 winner, Twine, and it's a young kid in his 20s. He said Jordan's the GOAT. Who knows how much he actually got to watch Michael Jordan? No, he's not been brainwashed.
He's been brainwashed by
Jordan
the media.
has become
what?
iconic. No, he said Jordan's the winner, Twine. We just had on Austin the Daytona 500 winner, Twine, and it's a young kid in his 20s. He said Jordan's the GOAT. Who knows how much he actually got to watch Michael Jordan? No, he's not been brainwashed.
He's been brainwashed by the media.
Jordan has become iconic. Jordan has become an iconic
It was funny because he said, yeah, I was like, I was looking out of it, and then he said young guy in 20s who admitted Jordan's the GOAT. I'm a guy in the young 20s.
Because of what he did, and this is my last thing. All the polls show it. Even the millennials, the 18 to 35-years-olds, when ESPN polled them in 2020, Twine, 66% of them said Jordan is the GOAT. I mean, it's case closed. LeBron's number 2. What's wrong with number 2? Second best player to ever lace up sneakers. But Jordan's number 1.
Second place.
Jordan is number 1, Chris. But I want to start with Nick.
Nah,
Nick,
it do hurt to be called number 2 though. I give him cap, but it is what it is, man.
I think you got to reevaluate that and go look at what Michael had to go through in the Eastern Conference to get to the finals. Much more tougher than what LeBron had to go through. The Heat.
In the 80s,
the
not in the 90s.
No, in the 90s. That 97, 96, 97, 98, 97, 98 teams, the 2 championships he won, the last 2 championships. They were very difficult for him to have to go through that.
Yep.
And then you said the eye test. Now, if you want to go with the eye test, it's Michael Jordan real easy. A better clutch performer for game-winning shots.
But he's not.
If he gets fouled late in the games, he's going to make his free throws.
That's true.
With the game on the line.
Good point, Twan.
And nobody can score the basketball like Michael scores. This guy, and I've been very fortunate, Nick. I was very fortunate. I came in the league in 1996.
Of course.
I got a chance to go play against Michael, the 96, 97 Michael, the 97, 98 Michael, where he can get 30 just from shooting fadeaways. So he never had to shoot threes. That wasn't in his game to have to shoot threes. He's going to get to the foul line 10 to 15 times, and he's going to be able to make fadeaways. I've seen him get 30 just shooting jump shots. Mid-range jump shot.
Of course.
So the eye test tells you that.
Yeah, he did what he did. What
Michael
you know what I
Jordan's
mean?
the best.
If it required to hit how many mid-range shots? You know what I mean? Back then, that's what he did. He could hit 1,000 mid-range shots. Cause that's like, that was the era he's in. You know what I mean? Like, based on what era you're in, like, great players are going to take advantage of what's in that era. You feel what I mean? Yeah.
At a defender, he guards his man night in and night out.
I reject that, but that's fine.
Like,
Well,
if Mike
you
don't have to shoot threes to win, then he don't have to shoot threes to win. You know what I mean?
LeBron, because he runs on the break and blocks shots from behind. And I'm not taking nothing from LeBron. That's great hustle. He made a great, unbelievable block to save the finals for them.
Jordan was third best defender on his own team. Jordan was third best defender on his own team, Antoine. Rodman and Pippen were better defenders, and you know it.
That's not
You
true.
were there. You know it. Ron Harper was right there with him. Rodman and Pippen were the better defenders. And you guys...
Yo, he about to go crazy, bro. He is about to lose it, bro. Yo, Nick, relax, bro. Relax. At the end of the day, we're just talking basketball, man. It's okay. Okay? Talking about Jordan or LeBron, it's not going to make our salary go up. Like, life goes on, bro. Just smile. It's okay, bro.
I'm going to lose it on some of these things.
Did Pippen win? Was Pippen ever Defensive Player of the Year?
Let's relax, man. How about we all go to you know what I mean, a nice little cookout. Get nice some steaks, you know what I mean? Get some ribs. You know what I mean? Just relax. I'm that guy. Bro, listen, I'm be the most chill dude, bro. What? We could talk about basketball, just cooling out, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What, you think he is? What makes you think that? And it's like on some cool vibes type stuff, bro. At the end of the day, bills still gotta be paid. So let's pay our energy to that. Actually, no. Y'all paying bills. Cause this is entertaining to see people lose their head.
Harper was right there with him. Rodman and Pippen were the better defenders. And you guys, I'm gonna lose it on some of these things.
Did Pippen win? Was Pippen ever Defensive Player of the Year?
No, again, you keep going to all these things that you and the media voted on because you guys were all brainwashed. But hold on a second. Go ahead, Antoine.
Go ahead. Let me throw something else in there. You talk about Phil Jackson, and Michael couldn't win without Phil. How about if Jerry Krause decided to do what good organizations do and allow Michael, Scotty, and those guys to finish it out? How many titles do you think? They would have at least got 2 more titles. At least 2 more.
Sure. Except Michael got burnt out repeatedly and didn't have the stamina for it. Yeah, except for all the times he quit. No, listen, I agree.
I'm not going to say what they
would have
won.
I did not say he couldn't win without
Phil. I'll
Phil.
talk about that.
I'm saying you can't say when I bring up LeBron arguments that that's a hypothetical and then just give Jordan the benefit of the doubt on all the hypotheticals. It is a fact that he never won a playoff series without Scottie Pippen. It is a fact that he never made the finals without Phil Jackson. Those are facts. And this idea that I know he didn't need to shoot threes, but he did shoot them, and he was bad at it. And Broussard, just like he had no weaknesses. So what about three-point shooting? Oh, he would have been good at it if he wanted to be.
It wasn't a weakness.
Was he betting the unders?
When he played,
unless he was betting the unders.
It wasn't a weakness. It was just not the strongest part of his game. You know what I mean? A weakness is something that, like, to me, a weakness is something that, like, sets you back. You know what I mean? Like, hurts you. Like, you can't be as successful as you possibly can because of this. That's a weakness. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
He shot the ball. He wanted to make it.
Michael Jordan had the same three.
Michael Jordan had the same. LeBron's not a great free throw shooter. You can go tip and tap. LeBron's not a great free throw shooter.
I don't say he has no weaknesses.
Like I said earlier, you know what I mean?
Right.
It goes
either way. If we go through this hypothetical stuff.
They're not perfect, but
Jordan had the same.
There's nothing wrong with LeBron James being the second best player to ever play the game. I give him his flowers. LeBron James is unbelievable. But I want to give him his flowers for the pressure that he had to come into the league in and to do what he's done. and to lead this game as the second best player to ever play the game holds its own value. It probably won't be another player with that type of.
I just wish we could just like. I just wish we don't compare, man. We just appreciate greatness for what it is, bro. I'm personally going to appreciate the next couple of years LeBron has left, whether he makes the playoffs or not, makes the finals or not, win the finals or not. I'm just going to enjoy every last moment because he's not going to be in the league for long, bro. Obviously, he's still in great shape, and I think he's actually planning on playing with his son, which is dope. I can't wait for that to happen. No, I can't wait. Because I don't want to speed up my age. But you know what I mean? Like it's going to be dope to see. It's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. The comparisons. It's never going to be a never-ending thing. Because then in 20 years or so, people's going to be comparing whoever to LeBron. Or whoever to Jordan. Or whoever to Kobe. Or whoever to Bird. Or Kareem. Like, it's always going to be comparisons after comparisons after comparisons. I just want to be like, man, let's just appreciate these people's games, bro. And we could talk about it for fun on some chill vibe stuff. But let's not, like, pop a blood vessel over this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's relax.
Pressure on him to be able to do what he did. But he's not the GOAT. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. And you saw that with the standing ovation when they gave him, he was the last person called, and the standing ovation he got in Cleveland. That lets you know who's the GOAT.
Crowd pop. Like he's John Cena.
That's what I'm talking about, the iconic figure. Here's the thing, Nick. You brought up three-point shooting. He had the same percentage as Kobe from three. We never looked at Kobe as a weakness from three-point shooting. Jordan had the same percentage. He wasn't great, but it wasn't like a weakness.
Right.
And here's the one thing you got to overcome, Nick, and I'll give you it. It's subjective. But Michael Jordan had the prettiest, most aesthetically pleasing, most graceful game that we've ever seen. He did. That's part of it. I mean, I'm keeping it real.
Yeah,
honestly,
I can't argue that.
That is one reason people fell in love with his game. Because it looked so good, just like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali was the most graceful heavyweight we ever saw, and that is a part of the greatness and the lure that people have for him. LeBron's game doesn't look as good as Jordan's. And that's why
gracefulness.
I'm keeping it real with you.
Check.
He's keeping the stat. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. The reason why with this whole comparison thing, why I don't like it, is because I feel like because of the whole comparison thing, some people downplay LeBron's actual accomplishments, his actual achievements, that I feel like should not be downplayed. Like, he should have 100% credit for it and recognition for what he did, just like any of the greats, bro. People say like LeBron is good and all, but I'm just like not even great. We can't even say great. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, come on, bro. Because Michael's the GOAT. LeBron's legendary. Kobe's legendary. Larry Bird's legendary. Magic Johnson, a legend. Will Chamberlain, legend. Those who you talk about after they finish their career and retire, or even after they die, they're still talked about. It's legends, man. You got good players, you got great players, and then you got legends. So LeBron is in that legendary status, bro. Here's what we could both agree. Here's what we could all agree. It's that both LeBron and Michael took two franchises that were laughable and turned them into serious contending championship teams. To where now both teams have a certain standard to play up as. You know what I mean? You think Larry Bird's the GOAT? Cool. I respect it. You think Kareem's the GOAT? I respect it. I don't be tripping off of that. Especially if it's toxic. You can't make any progress in a conversation if you're toxic. So once I sense that out of somebody, whether they're a LeBron fan, MJ fan, Larry Bird fan, Magic Johnson fan, I don't care. Whatever fan. It's toxic, bro. Like, relax. It's okay, man. Life goes on, and we all got things to do. But we can always talk about in the barbershops, you know, for fun, just for cool vibes, cool energy, bro. But once that shifts, then it's like you should probably stop spending your energy on that. I'm just gonna say that, bro. You know what I mean? Just you know. But yeah, man. Shout out both Michael Jordan, LeBron James, bro. I'm gonna keep watching LeBron, keep enjoying the rest of his career, and I'm still gonna keep watching Michael Jordan highlights, bro. Bro, hold up, bro. Let me just show y'all right quick. So as you can see, I got a playlist. This is a private playlist, but this is getting better at the game. You know what I mean? These are like things I've watched to help my game, to help me get better. Sometime in the future, I will be hooping, and that's what most people will know me by on YouTube. You know what I mean? But right now, doing reactions. But yeah. So behind the scenes, behind the camera, just know I'm working, I'm grinding, getting better at my game. I watch all this type of stuff, man. Workouts, Cade Cunningham, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson. You see right here? 1 hour and 6 minutes, bro. 2002-03, Kobe Bryant season. Allen Iverson. You know what I mean? I just want to get better, bro. And Michael Jordan is definitely in that list. And I just want to, you know what I mean? Whole lot of Kyrie. Kyrie's my favorite point guard. You know what I mean? More Kobe, Paul George, LeBron James, 2012, 2013. Like, I just want to get better, man. You know? Chris Paul, more Kobe, Penny Hardaway, Kevin Durant, Hakeem Olajuwon, his footwork. I just appreciate greatness. That's just where I come from, bro. Want to share something about, you know, the things I said or the things Nick Wright or Chris Broussard said? Share in the comments, you know what I mean? Just make it all love. Y'all don't gotta be, you know, rainbows and unicorns, something like that. But just show that respect to each other. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? So yeah, man. Hope y'all stay well, stay blessed, stay healthy, all that great stuff. Yeah, I guess I'm out of this thing, man. Peace. I'm out.